What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Smack, and today we got another R230 mission. So I'm gonna get in the car and show you what's going on. The issue that I'm having is my keyless start button does not work. I'm gonna put the key in, you feel me? Keys in, first position, lights are on. Push on the brake pedal, but click, 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 click. It's not working. What is the issue? So the issue is, let me turn this off. The issue is there is a pin inside of here. Well, two pins in the casing. Those pins break over time, and it's either you have to solder it or just replace it. Now, to get into this, there's different ways. You can take the whole shifter knob off, which this is a SL63, so it's not the common boot cover. You just turn this. If it's tough, get like a glove or something that give you some grip. You turn that all the way. Normally what I do is I'll take my key. I don't know even know if I have really turned it on, but you got to be able to move the shifter. I put it in neutral. Once you turn that all the way, you just put some force and bam, pull up. That's it. Now I'm gonna go in the house and I'm gonna show you how you take this apart on any R230 model or CLS model, or possibly I think CLK, and what you can do to fix this issue. Okay, so here is my original shifter, right? So the problem is in here, there's a chip. I already took it out, but I'm gonna show you. This is the chip that has the two prongs. After a while, these things break off. Now what you can do, you can get a little soldering tool and possibly just solder that back on, and then you reinsert the chip inside here. That'll be like the easiest way. It has this little bracket piece that goes under the button, this little rubber piece too. So how you do it is like this, basically. If it's too tough, you get you a screwdriver. Bam. You pull that part off, then you have the button. You get your little screwdriver if you can, and then you pop this off. And then, like I said, you'll have this chip in here. This chip sits where you see those two little holes. That's where it sits, and it goes in there, out of there. It breaks off from time to time, and then you have to get like something to pull that out. That is the easiest way to fix your keyless start stop issue. The problem is Mercedes does not sell this chip by itself. You have to buy a whole damn shifter. So I recommend, unless you want to go to Mercedes and pay $400 just for this, because it comes with the chip, go get your used one off eBay or Junkyard or something. Of course, you're playing the risk of hoping that works. But that's the cheapest route. I bought two. I messed up the first one because when you take this chip out, sometimes you could break it. And this was the replacement one that I bought. I was just going to take the chip out, and I freaking broke the chip putting it back into this one. So I had to go again and bought another one. But actually, I like how this looks. I might just replace this one and just put this one there. Since my car is already black, I think that'll be fire. A little bit of contrast. But I'm gonna show you guys how you take this completely apart and the proper way to just replace this whole piece in there. So give me a second. Majority of people on their SLs will probably have this. Again, mine's a 63, so they have a whole different shifter module console thing. Mine's all plastic. But for you guys, you'll have this. What you need to do ultimately is there's a piece in here you got to take out. So what you do is once you oh yeah, my bad, I'm tripping. Once you get this, you'll pop this off your gear selector thing. And then what you're doing is you're going to push this inside out. This right here, you need to turn counterclockwise to pull it off. Next, you're going to have these little tabs. Now, you can get a screwdriver and try to pry to push it in. Some say you could just push it in like this. That doesn't really work for me, so I usually just get the screwdriver thing, push these tabs in until you get it in the hole. Then once you get it in the hole, or no, my bad, you get the screwdriver here. And then what you can do is pry this up. You'll pry that piece up, take it off, and then you just pull out. And then you take this piece off here. And then what you do is this cover here, you got to kind of pop it off. Sometimes you take a screwdriver again and you get into these little grooves here. Let me see if I get it. And then once you do that, you just kind of pop it up and it should slide off like that. Then what you do is there's these two little tabs here and here. You just kind of press those in. Oh, but first, let's take this off like we did on the other one. Take this off and same thing. And again, the part in here is out because I already pulled it out. So see, no chip. The chip was in there. Usually it's like soldered in there or something. Take this, or you could just do your fingers. Sometimes it's a little bit of a trip to get to. Then, if you have pliers or something, which normally you should, you just pull this piece out. And again, those little pins stick in there, and then that sticks into like the whole shaft of the shifter. And then that's how you take it out. And then you reverse the process to put it back together. You put it on, and then you're good to go. So the reverse process is simple. If you're doing the chip method, which I highly say is the cheapest, but it's the most dangerous because you could break this pin, solder them down real good, insert into here, while the whole gear shifter, you didn't have to break it apart. You're just using this and then put it back together and then you could go. But if you're just swapping the whole module from one to another, you take this, here you go, pinholes down, insert, you'll feel a click. These two tabs, one there goes into place. Take this cover, slide up, take your little nice retainer ring, put it at the bottom, get your shifter boot. I don't know whichever way it's supposed to go. You figure that part out. Make sure this is up and out. Once that's up and out, again, this will be on the shift shaft thing in the car. You'll have that down. You'll push this in, and then all you do is, well, hold up. One, usually this isn't locked in place, and that's where I kind of messed up. Here we go. Twist to get this off first. You'll put this piece on just to get it in there. These little pins will come out. Then, while this is on the shaft, you just put it in, turn to lock, and then bam. Now you're done. You just pull this up. And then you got your shifter back. And then, say you did all that and then you had the chip. Like I say, you put it in there, make sure you don't break it. You put that little X clip over the chip so the button actually presses. And put the button piece in. Put your retaining pin. There's little notches. You'll see it when you put it on. Nope, I didn't put it in right. You got to find the notch holes. Let me look and see. One's there, one's there. Where's the big one? Big one's right here. And then it'll be in, and then you have your shifter back. And then what should happen is now, because you fixed that chip, your push button start will work. So let's go back to the car, and I'm gonna put my cool looking new one in, but I gotta take this part off first, so let's do that. This was my original one, right? I needed to get this base off, which was pretty simple. I just had to twist and pull to pop it off. But the trick is, if you're having issues with this, get your socket. If you're trying to push those in, put it like this, push down, that depresses those 4 pins, and then you can like pull the base off and pop it out. Again, this is the base on the 63. Need to take this apart because I'm gonna put this, I wanna put this on this base. So process, let's do it. Push it up, twist, whichever way, let me see. Yeah, pop off. Oh, the other piece came off too, look at that, dope. And if your 2 pieces come off like that, it's okay. You just gotta play the whole twisting game, and then you get it popped off. Hold on, here we go. Jesus, there we go, see, pieces come off. Take this out. And then, of course, the retaining ring should pop off. Put that in order. And then slide this off. If you needed to switch the pins, but I want to keep this. But I did find an issue that I just found. The issue I got, I need to shave this part down. Because for some reason, they have this new locking piece that mine does not have. So that causes me not to be able to just put this on with this shaft piece, because I need those two pieces. I need those two pieces gone in order to have this sit flush. So what I'm gonna have to do currently at this point, guys, I'm gonna have to just take that, use this, who knows, maybe I'll wrap this or something, or until I can get like a sander and sand that down, and then bam. I think it's cool. I'm gonna work on this piece later so I can use it, because this is nice. And then we're gonna take this, bam, like that. The two are in. And then of course I'll put this on the shifter, bam, bam, bam. Let me get it. Yeah, my bad, I'm tripping. I'm trying to do it fast. Let me take my time. There's the two notches, they go here. And then, oh, I am tripping. Hold on. I'm gonna do this with you guys on here. Damn, now I got it stuck. There we go. And we're gonna put this here. Bam. New shifter. Not too bad. Again, I'm gonna work on that silver part since my car is black and silver. But let's go put this in the car and see if it works. Open the garage. We're just gonna make this into a movie. My bad, let me turn this. All right, go get in here. I'm gonna put this right here. All right, so like I said, we'll take this piece off. Crap. Oh, twist, come off. Go down here on the link, and then we're gonna insert that there. Now, what you might have to do is hammer it a little bit down just to kind of, you know, get it all the way in, because you don't want to be twisting that. So let's do that. It should sit comfortably at a certain point. There we go. Now, I'm gonna get this up wherever, if I can get it up there. Okay, here's those. Oh, hold on. Let me look. I'm doing this live with you guys, so not like I'm BSing you. Damn, if I can find the damn piece, you know what? Do like that. Do like this, because maybe I just had it too low. Then we're going to do like that. I need to find where the part goes. There we go. Almost there. And then we're going to do that. Do I got it seated all the way? Nope, I do not. There we go, now it is. And then because it's there, oh, can't do that this yet. Hammer down. There we go, I think it's in. Now, let's see if it works, guys. And nothing's working. That was me with a regular key shift. Maybe I gotta turn it off. Take the key out. Let's put it back in. And nothing. So maybe it's broken this too. Let me check it out. Now I gotta take it all off. All right, guys, so I am in my X tool right now, just going through a diagnostic. As you can see, the electronic selector lever ESM is reporting a fault. ABC is reporting a fault now. It could just be because the battery was off. I had the car sitting for a while, so I'm gonna go through this and see if maybe I can reset the ESM so then it can start reading this. Maybe I need to disconnect the battery for a while so it does a power reset. We'll see. But hopefully we can get this button working. If not, it's cool. I can still start the car. I'm just gonna have to save more money and then just get Mercedes to do it. But hopefully I can get it done without having them do it. Also, got a lot of faults, but a lot of this is because just the battery. It's just on but not running. So we're gonna go to keyless go. We're gonna go to special functions. That's not it. Let's go to it's not in there. Live data. Okay, we're halfway there, guys, because look, engine start stop button. It says it's not operated. Push on brake. Push. See? Push. Let go. Push. It's operating, but it's not operating. Oh, but then it says it's not like receiving it. So maybe there's something. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. I'm like right there. The shift knob looks pretty dope though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it's just tripping.